Spoilers. If you do not wish to be spoiled on this episode, please don't watch this video and watch the episode instead. So, I watched this episode after a lot of people told me that it was one of the best episodes ever. Now, I'm not typically the type who falls into the pitfall of hype, as often, if not all the time, creates unrealistic expectations in the person's mind, and the higher the expectations go, the more chance someone has of being disappointed. I can honestly say that after the hype I'd seen, which, while limited, was real, that this episode was definitely one of the best of the season, probably surpassing Castle Sweet Castle in my eyes. But what about the specifics, I hear you ask? What about it did I actually like? Well, I'm glad you asked, but please get out of my house. So, right off the bat, the biggest thing of note in this episode was the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally acquiring their marks. I'm very interested in the concept of the Cutie Mark and the impact it has on society whenever there's a Cutie Mark related story, so I was very excited that this episode had some meaningful commentary on the subject. In regards to Diamond Tiara, a character I'm sure a lot of us really didn't like for a while.
Oh, that's putting it mildly, darling.
It might be a little cliche to say so, but the episode proposes a sort of tragedy to her character. I mean, it's bad enough that her father, filthy rich, has a big reputation as a property/business owner. Her mother is almost the exact same way, not to mention a massive racist. Also, I can imagine a lot of Diamond Tiara lovers will be very upset with this rather sudden development. Yes, I do mean you, give and take. Sorry, bro. It was honestly a bit of a weird idea using Pipsqueak as Diamond Tiara's competition in this episode. Honestly, I think it would have provided a more effective conflict if Silverspoon ran as the president instead. It would show Diamond Tiara that even those with a poor reputation aren't past the point of no return, if they change their approach, that is. Which is what Silverspoon was going to suggest before she was shut down by her supposed best friend. And if that's how she gets treated all the time by Diamond Tiara, then I'm surprised this point didn't come sooner. Because Silverspoon strikes me as the type of submissive personality that only takes so much abuse before they snap completely. Which is exactly what happened, and it felt absolutely righteous. A point of contention for a lot of people in episodes like this, Magical Mystery Cure, etc., is that there are way too many songs. The usual routine plays out, people complaining about the songs, people complaining that the songs ruin every episode they're in, yada yada yada. They've got some valid points, but it's not something I myself agree with. In fact, I'd say that a song enhances an episode. I mean, what would you rather have? A 2-minute song or 2 minutes of exposition? And you absolutely know when it comes to this show, those really are your only options. So, to sum up, it was a fantastic idea to finally have the Crusaders earn their cutie marks after so long. It also changes my idea of what a cutie mark is, and how much it decides a pony's life. I also thought that the redemption of Diamond Tiara's character, while sudden, was a pretty great idea. This episode was one of my favourite of the season, and has renewed my trust in the writers of this show. Amy Keating-Rogers, I may not have liked some of your episodes in the past, but you've gone it with an absolute bang right here, and I wish you well in your future projects. Anyway, tell me what you thought of this episode in the comments below. And if you like my content, consider subscribing. I mean, you don't have to. You could, save my channel to your bookmarks, check back every so often. I mean, it'd be nice, Anyway, I'm the Ponyville Critic, and I will speak to you all soon.